Welcome to the second part of timelines here. I've actually skipped ahead a little bit. This should be review. I've renamed a layer, called it AlphaBird 1. I've inserted a keyframe at 30. I've dragged the bird movie clip from the library down onto 30 and placed it on the bottom, or sorry, the bottom right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a motion tween. This is a little bit different in the sense that you'll see that when I created or when I inserted the keyframe, it pushed this all the way out to frame 160 because the background goes all the way to 160. So all I'm going to do here is insert a motion tween. Okay, and you'll see that it creates the motion tween all the way up to frame 160. Even though that is so, we can just sort of use the motion tween up to frame 80. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the black selection tool here, and I'm going to move the bird up to the far right. You'll see now that the bird sort of flies. Once it gets to frame 80, it basically stops there. There technically is a motion tween there, it's just not going anywhere. Okay. Now, step 37, it says go directly to the Properties tab and choose the color effect. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to Properties. Okay, and what I need to do is click directly on click. It says make sure you have the movie clip selected on the stage. You'll see that when things aren't selected on that stage, we get a different menu over here. So if I click on this, I get the menu. Okay, and this is color effect right here. And in the drop down menu it says choose alpha. Okay, now what we're going to do here is basically state the alpha to be 100 at a certain point and 0 at a certain point. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this to 100. Okay, and then up here I'm going to pull it down to 0. Okay, so basically at frame 80 I have this thing. I'm going to click on it again. Sometimes it's hard to get the actual movie clip. I have the alpha set at 0. On the first keyframe, I got to make sure I'm clicked on it. I have it set at 100. Okay, so what this does is it basically, you'll see it sort of fades that particular bird out. Okay, this is, and also let's control test the scene. This is often a good sort of method for sort of creating distance or space within something. You can very easily have things fade in and out. You can have things fade the other way. We have this sort of fading out. You can fade in to sort of appear as if things are moving closer to you. This is a very simple effect that you can use on really anything. Okay. The last thing we're going to do here is grab, and this is basically the path, and we can sort of create unique paths. Okay, so that this isn't necessarily something that's going in a straight line. Okay, you'll see it sort of arc according to that. We use the black selection tool and we alter that path. Okay, so two quick things in this video, doing that alpha and changing the path of your scene, or sorry, of your motion tween. Okay, later we're going to get into more complicated versions of that path, but you'll see here it sort of flies up and away. Okay. What I am not going to do actually, and let you guys do, it says create 2 more motion tweens with the bird movie clip, taking advantage of both the property as well as the altered path in scene 2. Okay, so you're adding 2 more layers, 2 more alpha birds. Make sure their path is altered and make sure their alpha is altered. Okay, you're going to put this in the week 5 Dropbox. Okay.